Crocodiles are territorial animals, which means they usually claim a stretch of water and defend it for years. This should make them relatively easy to find once you know their territory. Except Gustav didn't follow that rule. He would strike a village, sometimes killing multiple people within days, then vanish for months. When he resurfaced, it would be miles away in a completely different section of the river and then nothing again for months. He was still killing without eating, and nobody could explain why. 2 months before the team arrived, a park ranger had witnessed something that shouldn't be possible. Gustav killing and eating a fully grown hippopotamus. Not a baby, an adult hippo. If you watched this video, you already know that crocodiles stand no chance against adult hippos. Attacking hippos is exceptionally rare, and when it happens, it's usually the end of their lives. This crocodile had somehow learned to operate outside the rules that 200 million years of evolution had written for his species. Crocodiles don't move strategically to avoid retaliation. Gustav did. Crocodiles don't kill and leave the meat to rot when their entire metabolism is designed around conserving energy. Gustav did. Crocodiles don't attack 4,000-pound hippos that can easily crush their bones. Gustav did, and he won. Everything about this animal suggests that something had fundamentally changed in the way he functioned. The question is, what? Something had made him this way. Gustav is unlike anything we've seen in recorded animal history. A giant crocodile that kills humans and leaves the bodies uneaten. If we want to understand how he became this way, we need to look at every element that shaped him. And like any good investigation, we start with the crime scene. This is the Great Lakes region of Central Africa. This river, connecting Lake Kivu in the north, one of the Great Lakes of East Africa, to Lake Tanganyika in the south, is called the Ruzizi, as we've seen. It forms a natural border. On one side, Rwanda. On the other side, the Democratic Republic of Congo. And right here at the southern end, Burundi. This is where Gustav was born, in the lower section near the Rusizi National Park. As the current slows, the water spreads into marshlands and shallow banks. This is the kind of environment where crocodiles can grow old and large without much competition, hunting prey that comes to the water's edge to drink. But this location has another property that becomes central to our investigation. The Ruzizi works like a funnel. Anything entering the water upstream, whether from Rwanda or Congo, eventually flows through this stretch of the river. Whatever happens hundreds of miles north eventually comes down here. Speaking of which, this region has a history that makes that property highly relevant to our case. Based on Gustav's size alone, any expert would have estimated he was close to 100 years old. But how old was he really? Size alone can't answer that. Teeth, however, they can, which is why Faye was so obsessed with seeing Gustav's teeth. When he finally got close enough to see inside Gustav's jaws, the teeth were almost perfect. Crocodiles lose and replace their teeth throughout their lives, and older ones tend to have worn, incomplete sets,